Okay, so tulad ng sabi ko, after the concept ng centroid and few examples of centroids or identifying the location of centroids of the individual shapes, ngayon naman pupunta tayo ng moment of inertia. Okay, so let's proceed to the concept. Okay, so for moment of inertia, it is a measure of how hard it is to spin an object. It plays the same role in rotation that ordinary mass plays in a straight line motion. The farther the body mass lies from the axis, the larger the rotational mass. So the moment of inertia is technically it is the measurement of how the body will resist to the rotation. Okay, so moment of inertia are tabulated for common geometric shapes, but when we combine two or more of these shapes, the centroid generally shifts. Okay, so to find the new moment of inertia about the desired axis, we apply the parallel axis theorem. Okay, yun yung i-apply natin later on. Ang sabi dyan guys is, wait lang, mamaya na yan. So, in civil engineering, the moment of inertia of a cross-section is the key requirement to determine the strength of the beam, column, slab, or girder to resist bending and buckling. So, engineers choose a material that can be shaped so most of its mass sits far from the neutral axis because the larger moment of inertia combined with the material's modulus directly boosts the stiffness and slashes bending stress for these same weight. So, technically guys, ina-identify ng mga engineers kung ano ba yung moment of inertia ng isang object in order for them to identify what cross-sectional area ang kailangan nilang gamitin along with the material ng object or material ng element na kailangan nilang gamitin ang much suitable for the design. Next, so sabi dyan, we have the moment of inertia of common geometric shape. Kasi kanina sa centroid natin, meron tayong na-locate natin yung mga ng centroid. Location lang yun, guys. Ang moment of inertia, guys, is technically located siya, okay, for individual centroids, okay, for individual moment of inertia, usually kasi located yan at the centroid nila. Yung formula natin na yan is based on the centroid, okay? Ang tatandaan nyo lang lagi dyan is yung ito, yung may bar. Ibig sabihin yan guys, ibig sabihin yan. Okay. Ibig sabihin lang na to, yung centroid mo ng IX, okay, yung IX mo dyan, IX bar mo, is nasa may centroid. For IY bar naman, andyan lang yan. So, technically, for IY bar pala, okay, is equal to HB cube naman. HB cube over 12. Okay? So, again, okay na. So, ito lang tatandaan mo dyan ha. Ito lang hina-highlight ko. So, yan lang ang kailangan tandaan. Tapos, always remember na located yung moment of inertia mo na yan at the centroid ng object. O, for the rectangle naman, itong IX bar natin, or IX bar na to, is dito located yan. Ito yan, o. Yan yun. Ibig sabihin, ito yung ating IX bar. Which is, ito ulit yung natandaan mo dyan, we have BH cube over 36. Okay? Huwag yun ang pansinin yung ibang nasa ilalim na yan. Kasi ibig lang sabihin, yung IX kasi na to, for example, ito ang nasa taas na yung IX na yan, is if ang location niya is nandito. Yung IX mo daw is located dito. Kapag dyan daw nagsimula, andyan yung IX mo, yan yung IX mo. Ita-transfer mo pa yun papuntang centroid. Okay, so yun yung parallel axis theorem. Hindi discuss ko na lang yun. So, ang tandaan nyo na lang is paano kapag ano yung mga IX, ano yung mga centroidal moment of inertia ng each individual shape. So, ito kasi, tinatawag natin centroidal moment of inertia. Ibig sabihin, yung moment of inertia mo is located sa centroidal axis. Okay? So, ayan yun. And then, for circle naman guys, technically, ito lang din yun. Okay. Ayan yun. So, as a centroid siya, so this is IX bar. So, kung meron kang Y dito, this will be your IY bar. And then, equal lang yan sa IY bar. Bakit? Siyempre, kahit na nasang ka dyan, sa gitna ka lang din naman. So, ibig sabihin, pi r raised to 4 over 4 lang kailangan matandaan dito. Okay, so this is for circle. Next naman is for semicircle guys. Ang tatandaan nyo lang lagi dyan is eto naman. Ayan. Okay? And then, etong portion na to. Ayan, portion yan. Okay, yung Ix bar natin, or yung Ix bar natin is located dito yan. Okay, so this is our Ix bar na 0.11 r raised to 4. Tapos, ito namang Iy bar natin is located at this point. So, this will be your Iy bar, which is equal to pi r raised to 4 over 8. Okay, so ayan, kasi andito yung centroid mo eh. Okay. Next, for the quarter circle naman, both ways, eto guys ha, yung Iy bar natin is located of course sa y-axis. Yung Ix bar natin is located along the centroidal x-axis. So, yung Iy bar natin is nasa centroidal y, si Ix bar natin is nasa centroidal x. Ang formula niya is same lang both ways. Ito lang tatandaan nyo dyan, we have 0.554 raised to 4. For ellipse, ayan yun, tandaan nyo na lang. And for other common shapes, ito naman. Okay? So now, for procedure for analysis, kasi guys, ang kailangan natin dito, kung nahanap na natin location ng centroid, usually ang pinapahanap sa mga problems ay kung ano naman yung total moment of inertia doon sa may object na yun. So in this case guys, i-skip na siguro natin yung part ng centroid. Since ito lang naman yung same problem yan, di ba na-locate natin yan that the centroid is located at this point. Tama. May value yan. Ayun. So ayan, di ba ito yung na-compute natin earlier sa sa pag-compute natin ng centroid. Ngayon guys, punta tayo sa concept kung paano naman natin i-analyze yung moment of inertia ng buong figure na yan. Kasi kung titingnan mo, di ba meron yan tatlong So ibig sabihin, let's proceed. Compute the moment of inertia. Ang sabi diyan, compute the moment of inertia of individual shape. Yun yung unang step natin for computing the moment of inertia. Kunin daw natin guys yung moment of inertia ng each individual shape. Okay? Using the formula of transfer moment of inertia. Ngayon, di ba? Wait lang. Isa-isay natin. Di ba meron tong x, meron tong y, meron tong y, meron tong x, meron tong y, meron tong x. Tama. Ngayon, eto ngayon si Ix natin, Ix1, this is your Ix3 na to, diba? Dito yung Ix2. This will be your Iy1, this will be your Iy2, this will be your Iy3. Ngayon, ang tinatawag natin na transfer formula is kailangan ikakarga mo yan dito sa may centroidal y saka sa centroidal x mo. Ay, mali pala. Ano yun? CY. XY. Ay. YC pala. YC tsaka XC. Or centroidal x saka centroidal y axis mo. Ikakarga mo lahat yon. Ngayon, ang gagawin natin dyan by transfer formula, kung halimbawa, nakuha na natin si Ix1. Ito, for example, si Ix1. Okay, si Ix1 natin is itatransfer natin yan papunta dito. Diba si Ix1 natin is along the x-axis yan. Itatransfer natin ngayon si Ix1 papunta dito. So, ang laki. Transfer natin si Ix1 papunta dito. Tapos, itatransfer naman natin si Ix2 pabalik doon sa niya. Si Ix3 naman, itatransfer din natin. Pagkakuha mo ng Ix3, itatransfer mo doon. Okay? Pagdating naman kay Iy1, itatransfer mo naman tong Iy1 papuntang y-axis. Ito namang si Iy2 is itatransfer mo naman papunta ding y-axis. Si Iy3, itatransfer mo naman papuntang centroidal y-axis. So, yun guys yung tinatawag nating transfer formula. So, ibig sabihin, para makuha mo yung Ix, okay, centroidal moment of inertia of the whole system or whole figure, kailangan mong kunin yung individual moment of inertia plus area ng individual shape. Tapos, yung y natin na to, this is this is y bar na tinutukoy natin. Ano ba yung na-compute mong y bar kanina? Y bar minus yung yn. Yung yn natin is siya yung distance or individual distance nung shape natin doon sa may reference axis mo. Ang kailangan mong kunin dito, by the way, ito ngayon yung mga makukuha mo na, wait lang, This will be your y1. This will be your y2. This will be your y3. Tapos ito naman si x1, ito si x2, at saka ito si x3. Okay? Ngayon, yung distance na yan kaya guys, by transfer formula, yung mga distances na yan guys yung ginagamit natin dito. So technically, para makuha mo si Ix or total moment of inertia, kailangan mong kunin yung individual shape, yung area, yung total area, and then yung distance. By the way, this is distance. Ngayon, kung x yung hinahanap mo, dapat y yung i-consider mo. Bakit? Kasi nga, y yung, di ba, halimbawa, ililipat natin to. Halimbawa, wait lang. Nailipat yun. Wait lang. Wait lang Halimbawa, ayan. Di ba nakakarga yan yung Ix1? Ililipat mo ngayon papunta yun dito sa ano. So, ibig sabihin, yung distance na to, saan ka gumalaw? Along the y. So, technically, kukunin mo yung distance na yan. Yun lang guys, yung distance lang yung portion na to. Distance, itong portion na to, ay distance of individual axis to centroidal axis. Okay? Ganun lang yun, guys. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ayun na. Okay? And then, ito naman, kung IY naman yung kukunin mo individual IY, di ba? May mga formulas tayo dyan. The area. And then, for distance naman yan, guys. Di ba? For example naman, kung IY kinukuha mo, bakit naman siya along the X? Kung titingnan mo, di ba, this is, for this is X, for example, ayan yung X natin. Di ba, ililipat mo siya papunta doon. Ito si Y, ililipat mo papunta doon. So, tingin mo, paano yung paggalaw niya? Paano yung paggalaw? Di ba, along the horizontal? So, technically, X yung gagamitin natin. So, distance of individual axis to centroidal axis along the X-axis naman yun. Okay? Next. Okay? So, paano gagawin natin? So, technically, mas madali lang din to kung meron tayong table. But in this case, wag na ito yung gamitin natin. Mag-sample problem tayo ng okay? So, yun.